What a time to be alive. We are now witnessing all of the Bitcoin maxis popping out of the woodwork crying approximately XRP, and they cannot stop talking about XRP as nicely. And this is quite comical considering the truth that Bitcoin continues to be closing inside the primary position. It's nicely over 100K, and the handiest thing that they might nevertheless attention on is XRP. Well, in this video, I surely want to address why XRP is so hated by way of those Bitcoin maxis. And I definitely also need to cope with a number of information on why the Bitcoin maxis are approximately to maintain to cry. And it's most effective going to get worse from right here. So I hate to be a Bitcoin maxi nowadays because we've lots to talk approximately. Sit lower back, loosen up. Welcome to the channel, all people. My call is Nick. For those which might be new to the channel, with a bit of luck, via the end of this video, you do grow to be a subscriber. So primary, proper, we recently saw a new class added to CoinMarketCap and nearly every unmarried other website as well, like CoinGecko and stuff. And it truly is top made in America tokens via marketplace capitalization. Now thoughts you, Bitcoin and Ethereum are not in this listing. You need to understand why. Because they're no longer made inside the US. In truth, we don't even recognize who the author of Bitcoin is. Well, we technically do, but nobody desires to admit it. But yeah, I imply Bitcoin's not on here because no one's going to message CoinMarketCap and attain out and say, "Good day, E. This one's made within the US. However, XRP is primary." And this genuinely did strike a nerve for the Bitcoin maxis, which you realize started out to make them truly kind of have a look at this and say, well, you recognize we're now not on that listing, which is a big trouble due to the fact that is becoming a totally huge narrative. But XRP and Bitcoin, I imply, listen, when we look at Bitcoin, still in the primary role, still has over $2 trillion market cap, still sitting at approximately 104K or so. Significant trading extent, nonetheless a large participant. But why is XRP the 1/3 largest crypto challenge with nearly 880 billion tool marketplace cap? You recognize 24-hour trading extent, $6.7 billion. Why is that this so hated by those Bitcoin maxis whilst, XRP is nowhere near $2 trillion marketplace cap? Why is XRP so hated? Well, ought to or not, it's the reality that XRP has appreciably outperformed Bitcoin this entire cycle on account that going all of the way again to the bear market, maybe. Who is aware of, I suggest, we recognize that XRP's run isn't performed, but it sincerely has outperformed Bitcoin in a very big way. I mean, although we observe XRP right now, and we examine this to Ethereum as an example, within the final YR, it is very clean that XRP has drastically outperformed Ethereum as well. I suggest XRP has been on absolute hearth this whole cycle, and even right now as we study the last month, it appears as even though XRP is brewing for but any other huge flow to the upside. Is this why Bitcoin maxis are scared? Well, it cannot just be the fee action. So let's look at a few matters. Number one, the massive element that I hate approximately those Bitcoin maxis is the reality that they continuously push misinformation. For instance, Michael Saylor, the most important Bitcoin clown, biggest Bitcoin maxi, I confused my phrases. Mind you, the actual précis here, if all and sundry desires to virtually read it, rather than analyzing what Michael Saylor is pronouncing, it's for obligations to safeguard crypto property. Not just Bitcoin, crypto belongings. Again, Bitcoin maxis making it all approximately Bitcoin. You understand? Magazine, companies obtainable, considered one of the biggest. You recognize Bitcoin debts available as nicely. They have over 3.5 million fans. Retweet. If you don't want XRP on America's balance sheet, Bitcoin best. This is the massive trouble that I have with Bitcoin and Bitcoin maxis. I can't help Bitcoin without a doubt, due to the fact I might be supporting bills like this. It is an entire joke. This is an entire joke in my view. I honestly do not care approximately Bitcoin. I've mentioned it on more than one activities in terms of the tech in phrases of, the information. It seems as even though a variety of people hold to ignore them, but it is K. But Bitcoin maxes, I'm telling you proper now, like, while we study this space, it feels as though they don't have any idea of what is clearly happening right here. I do not know if they were given completely misplaced within the entire, Bitcoin narrative, that they just retain to forget to even do some bit of studies. But matters are starting to alternate, and I actually have to mention, I hate to say it for them, it's no longer approximately Bitcoin anymore. Let's move over right here proper. So even some of the larger accounts, like Us.Thankx for an example, and for people who virtually don't know, he is the founding father of Masari Crypto. He has over 1,000 followers. Put out a submit saying, Brad acted like a drowning sufferer, properly before the SEC centered Ripple knocking down superior crypto ecosystems to store himself. Wait, advanced ecosystems like what? Bitcoin? Huh, interesting. Now, Ethereum, yeah, I can type a C it, right? One of the largest players round TVL in terms of the DeFi market. Big participant round like the enterprise marketplace. Now he stated, Brad is something a great deal worse. Thought he'd modified, but that turned into silly of me. Now once more. He's speaking about the power intake for Bitcoin and Ethereum. In phrases of the mining, he said it is big, it's a large waste, and there's no incentive to take obligation for the carbon footprint. Absolutely mind-blowing that this is not high at the schedule for the developing weather crisis. And concentrate, he is not incorrect. When you have a look at the electricity consumption of Bitcoin or even Ethereum, it's ridiculous. Now, I did reply saying, Brad becomes spitting facts right here, even as Bitcoin maxis like yourself pushed baseless claims, with virtually zero proof to against them. Keep crying though, I'm certain your followers love to see it, due to the fact, once more, most of what we see from those Bitcoin maxis is absolute nonsense. There is zero proof around a whole lot of their claims. I do not see anything wrong with this published through Brad. In truth, it is 100% records. But out of doors of this, permits go over right here to this post. Jack Maulers, considered one of the largest clowns in this space, also one that runs a Bitcoin-driven organization. So, without a doubt, biased right here. But we have emergency press convention. Ripple is undermining American prosperity, freedom, and Bitcoin. Ripple is actively lobbying to forestall a Bitcoin strategic reserve within the US while pushing their centralized, corporate-controlled token. We will not stand for it. Wow, 1 million perspectives, 12,000 likes, hosted by someone that has over 400,000 plus followers. And via the manner, he's reading off of a paper this entire time, announcing